All right, welcome back to the bench. Yesterday was Christmas, and I got something very cool in the mail from my brother for Christmas. And I think this is something that is almost essential if you are going to build your own RC car model kits or designing yourself or whatever. It has all the parts. I shouldn't say that, all the parts. It has all the tools that you would need to get started. And actually, probably would never have to buy another tool. And it has a lot of things in it that I don't even have after doing this for years because I never spent money on tools. I always spend it on parts. And I make do with what I got. Okay? But this is, I believe, probably one of the coolest things that you could, or best things that you could buy if you're going to get into building RC cars. It's made by Globact, Globact. You know how that goes. Overseas, I'm sure. But it comes in its carrying case, which holds everything you need. And I mean everything. This is probably the coolest thing I've seen since I started doing RC stuff. Okay? It has several different things. Things that you would never think of until you actually started building RC cars and you didn't even know you needed that tool. Okay? So it has the basic wrenches, screwdrivers, and everything you need for 1/10 scale RCs, actually 1/10, probably even 1/8 scale. But I don't know, I've never built in 1/8 scale. But 1/10 scale for sure. Okay. It comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different wrenches. And they're adjustable. The length can be put up into the handle just by taking this set screw out and moving the length of this. So it comes with 2 flatheads, different sizes. Okay, one's 4mm, the other is a 3mm flathead. It comes with 2 Phillips screwdrivers, and you won't use these much, but there are some things that have Phillips screws. There's just no way around it. And there are 3 and 4mm also. Okay, it comes with a 1.5, which is the smallest hex screws that you would use. It comes with a 2.0, a 2.5, and a 3.0. And with those 4 right there, you can do just about anything you want to with the 10th scale versions. Okay, it comes with a 8mm box. It's, great for hubs, which is something I wished I had instead of using this stupid. This is what I use. This tool right here comes with all 4 of the sizes on one thing, and these are, you get these with like every set of tires that you ever buy. But they are a pain in the butt to use, and I've been using them for 5 years. But now I have a whole set of them to take wheel nuts off with, and put bolts and or nuts on bolts and stuff. Instead of using this flipping tool here, it's a pain in the butt. So yeah, this right here to me is one of the best things that came with this, because I didn't have any of these. Nothing like this. Okay. It comes with a kind of a reamer tool for Lexan when you have to put holes in it for screws or for body mounts, things like that. I never had one of these either. I've been using a flipping drill and hoping I get the hole right. Well, this you can start it, and you can keep whittling away at it until you get the correct size hole that you need in your Lexan. Really good tool. Another good tool that I didn't have. Okay, there's a reamer that goes onto this also. Okay, you take the set screw out and it'll screw onto here. Take the set screw, pull that out, put this on there, and now you got yourself a reamer with different sizes, so you can figure out what size you need a hole, and you can measure it or whatever you want to do to ream it out. Okay, so another good thing, another thing I didn't have. I never even seen one before, but I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, it comes with an X-Acto knife. Everybody needs an X-Acto knife when you're building models, and if you don't have one, you got one. Comes with a multi size nut wrench, 7, 5.5, 8, 3, 4, 5. Perfect for those screws that are hard to get, and it's very flat, so it'll fit into easy places to work with. Now this tool right here is a lifesaver. I don't have one of these. Okay, and when you're trying to put bushings in a shock, it's called a shock tool. Okay, it's a pain in the butt. Well, right here you got a little piece right on here that actually helps you put the bushings in the shocks or take them out. And if you're doing links and you need to put link ends on, you can put the link in here. And let me show you. Hold the link and screw these link ends in and out without having to use a pair of pliers, which is what I use, and messing up your paint job. This has got different sizes, 3, 3.5, 4.0, and then on up to hold things. It's like having 6 or 7 pairs of pliers in one, and it also does this with the shocks. Poke these link end bushings out. You just place it on there and it fits into the hole on the other side, and you can just pop it out. Makes it so much easier than trying to pop them in and then putting them in. Same thing. Okay, you just place a bushing on there on the hole and put that little nub on there in the hole of the bushing and pop it in. Great tool, really great tool. Everybody should have one if you're doing, especially if you're doing links, popping bushings in and out. I've been doing it. I'll show you how I did it before, which was actually a pain in the butt. I would set them on the floor, on the ground, press them in, and try to push it over and into the bushing. Yeah, too much work. This is very simple. I mean, just so simple. Gotta have two. Okay? It comes with big wrench, if you're going to be doing on 1/8 or 1/5 scale stuff, man, I don't even think I'd ever use this. But if you're doing big RC cars, man, this would be great, and probably for wheel hubs too. Okay, it comes with this is something I've never seen before. Okay, this is to set your toe on your wheels and tires on the RC. Okay, adjustable toe in and out, you know, and this is where you should set it to bring your tires in so that it tracks better. If they're out like this, they don't track very well. All right. Another thing, I do have one of these, but you need these. This is a magnetic pan. I have one of those, and you put your screws in it, and it holds them in place so you can't spill them. I mean, great to have. Okay, like I said, I already had that. That's one thing I already had. But this is, you gotta have it. It's essential. Okay. Lexan scissors that are curved. Okay, I've been using regular old scissors. These are curved for Lexan, so when you gotta cut around the wheel wells and stuff like that, it makes it so much easier to cut the Lexan. It's a specific pair of scissors for cutting. All right, and if you don't have them, it's sometimes can be rough to cut. All right, so yeah, these are really nice, specifically made for RC people. All right, and then of course needle nose pliers, but this set of pliers right here I've never seen before. It's got prongs, and I haven't even really figured out what to use those for, but I'll bet you could put a nut in there, which is sometimes very hard to do with something like this, trying to hold a nut in place while you put a screw through and that comes in. Well, you could put a nut in this one and then hold it like this and drive the screw through wherever you're trying to go and come to the other side. Very useful. Never seen one before. Never. And it also has a hole in it here where you could hold stuff. I mean, that's just very cool. Okay, so I mean, I got a set of needle nose pliers, but they're not made for something like that. I've never even seen something like that. And your typical long nose and a pair of cutters. But I can't see it. I got cutters. Okay, very good, very nice, very nice. Yeah, so all that, and then a stand. Okay, now this, I've been using this or something on top of it to hold my trucks up above the ground so that you can test them. I would put something on top of here or something on top of there so that I could set the vehicle up on it and the wheels would be up or the axles would be up so I can run it and not have it going all over the bench. Well, I've always seen these, but I've never took the time to buy one. This is a stand so that you can, and it says it'll work with 1/24 all the way up to 1/8 scale. Got rulers on it, metric and inches. So yeah, this is cool too. You can set it here, set your vehicle on it. It turns, makes it easier to work with. Never had one of those either. So this, in my opinion, is something that you really need to get started in this building RCs. Almost every tool you would ever need is in here, all in one place. So thanks to my brother for sending it to me, it will get a lot of use because there are a lot of things in here that I've never had before. I've always done with, whatever I could find laying around the house. I mean, I got, for pliers and stuff, I got old, beat up, rusty, small things like this, big old cutters, fingernail clippers to clip stuff. Instead of using cutters and all that kind of stuff, the stuff you need, because I always spent my money on parts for building. The tool part was not important to me. I just used whatever I could find. This will make things a lot easier. So again, thanks. So if you guys are getting started in the business, you're getting started in building RCs, this kind of thing right here is very useful. You know what I mean? It'll get you started. It's a must-have in my book. All right, so thanks for watching. Have a great day.